Hello, welcome to Math 1405 Trigonometry. Before I start, let me say a couple things. First, let me say that I'm really sorry that COVID happened and that now we have to take these classes online. But I want you to know that the people, at least the faculty in the math department, me included, are doing our best to make the classes as accessible to you and the least complicated as we can, while still keeping the integrity of a good, well-taught class. So I know that it's going to be hard. I know that there are things that we're going to have to learn. We're going to have to do a lot of things online. But I'm here for you. If you have any questions about anything, you can feel free to email me. You have my email already, and I'll talk about other stuff here. But basically, I want you to know that I understand that it's difficult and that I'll do my best to help you. So let's start with some information. My name is Jorge Flores. I was recently a grad student in the mathematics department, and now I am a lecturer here at the Mathematics and Statistics Department. In terms of my office hours, they will be online via Zoom. I don't have the hours yet. I'll have them probably by the end of the week, but I'll post them and we'll go from there. My office, well, before COVID, it was 245. Now it actually switched to 315, but I won't be in my office at all because everything we're doing is online. So you don't have to worry about this. I will change it so that it reflects my actual office number. In terms of classes, as I mentioned, we won't have physical classes in the end. What's going to happen is on Tuesday and Thursday that we have lectures, lectures at least in terms of our schedule. Then what we're going to do is instead of doing traditional lectures during that time, I'll just be available for questions, kind of like an office hour, but geared more towards lecture questions. And what we're going to do with the lectures, well, the days before, the day that the lecture is due, so for example, on Monday and Wednesday, which are before Tuesday and Thursday, I will create the lecture and also the lecture notes, and I would upload them on the probably night of that day before midnight. So you have all of Tuesday and Thursday available for you to watch the lecture at your own time and at your own pace. Now, one of the reasons why I decided to make this asynchronous, meaning that everything is online and we don't have any live lectures, is because our class times are an hour, 15 minutes. If I did live lectures, that would mean that our videos would be a total of 2 hours and 30 minutes during the week. Now, since it's asynchronous, what's going to happen is that for most of the videos, maybe not for this first one, just because I have to go through the syllabus, but I'll still try to keep it on the short side. But for most of the videos, instead of doing an hour, 15-minute video, I'll probably do like a 30, 40, 45-minute video. That way, you'll have the total video, so that per day. Right, so that's going to be a lot less than 2 hours, 30 minutes of total recording time, which is going to make it easier for you to actually stay on top of the videos. I don't want to put too much work on you or too much stress, and it seemed like this was the best way to do it. Here's my email, jfloresm@uyo.edu. You can email me about anything regarding the class. The only thing that I ask, especially for this first few weeks, is that since so I'm teaching 2 classes. One of them is this class that already has more than 130 students. So the only thing I ask is that before you email me, you check whether your answer is in the syllabus. Right? So you have the syllabus on the course homepage, and I also send it to you by email. So look over the syllabus first. If you can't find the answer there, then please email me. This way I can make sure to focus the questions that are actually things that maybe I missed in the syllabus or that I didn't explain too well. And that way I can actually get to all of the questions. If I get 100 emails in a day, I don't know if I can answer all of them in that day, and it might take a long time to reply. So just try to make sure that if you send me an email, especially on these first 2 weeks, about questions relating about how the class is going to work, make sure that you check the syllabus to make sure that it's not explained there. Most things should be explained here. At least I try to make it that way. So hopefully just by looking at the syllabus, you should be okay. Okay. There are some prerequisites. Since everyone's enrolled, I'm assuming they're satisfied. Now, in terms of the required material, this is very important. So we're going to have a course packet, and also we're going to be using Alex. Now, I've sent a couple emails about this, right? Even though both Alex and the course packet are listed in the bookstore, make sure to not buy the Alex access code. Only buy the course packet. The way you're going to get access to Alex is you're just going to access through the YO Courses homepage that we have for this course, and then you will be automatically billed to your student account. So don't buy Alex, because if you do, you're going to be paying for the same product twice, because again, automatically you're going to be billed to your student account just by accessing Alex through YO Courses. Okay, so please don't buy the Alex access code. Just buy the course packet. I believe the course packet starts at 20 if it's used, or something like that. But I would recommend just buying it new at 30 because it's for your purposes to write in notes. So I don't even know how the used ones work because it would have the notes that the previous student wrote on them. So just buy a new one. It's just $30. I know it's something. It is money, but if you can, I would definitely go through it because what the course packet is going to offer you is a place to write down notes, images, or examples that we're going to work in class so you can work them on your own or while you watch the lecture. So really, it gives a lot of good things for you in terms of practicing and following the lecture. So I think it's very useful. And this was also the case for the previous classes that used the course packet in terms of trig and college algebra. They've worked so well that they've implemented them in those classes and they keep doing it. Right? So that's why I decided to go with the course packet as well. Okay. Now, once you buy the once you have access through Alex, through Wire Courses, you will see a lot of other things through there. I'll talk about that more in terms of Alex later because it is a little bit complicated to understand at first, but once you get used to it, you'll see that it's very easy to use. Okay. Now that's basically all you need. You're just going to buy the course packet and access Alex through Wire Courses. Now, in terms of the grading policy, the numbers are a little bit weird just because it works out with the points that I'm assigning to things in Alex and also to maybe not work with decimals. You can just work with whole numbers all the time. But basically, there's 4 exams, each worth 900 points. Your work in Alex is going to be worth 1,000 points. There's going to be reading homework, very short, but we're going to have it weekly. It's going to be 600 points. And then the discussion assignments, so everything you do in discussions, counting participation, that's going to be 800 points for a total of 6,000 points. In terms of your grade, it's the usual grading scheme, meaning that 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, 70 to 79 is a C, etc. Now, in terms of prerequisites, if you're using this course as a prerequisite for example, Calculus 1, you are required to have at least a C in this course. Okay. So just keep track of that. Okay. Now, in terms of the lectures, I already talked about this a little bit, but let me just rephrase it. As I mentioned, we'll be following an asynchronous model. All lectures will be recorded, and as well as the notes are going to be saved and uploaded to the modules tab in Wire Courses and also to my YouTube channel. You're free to watch it in either place, whether it's in Wire Courses or in YouTube. I'll have the link to my YouTube channel once I've actually added a video to the playlist, so I can actually link to the specific playlist for this class. So the meeting times, as I mentioned, for us are 11:10 to 12:25. What's going to happen is that on those times, like I said before, I'm going to be just available as an office hour specifically for lecture questions. Right? So let's say you watched the lecture before this, which I recommend you do. If you have any questions on what we did in the lecture, feel free to come on Tuesday and Thursday to ask me questions specifically about that. And as I said, I will be uploading the recordings and notes that you have to watch on Tuesday and Thursday the day before, so on Monday and Wednesday. I will have Zoom links available for accessing the lecture office hour and then just the regular office hour. So all that is going to be provided in the course homepage in Wire Courses. Now, you're required to watch the videos, and I will assume that you're watching them as I prepare the homeworks and the exams. Okay, so please watch the videos. I'm doing my best to keep them short, so please also put your part so that you can read everything and just get good grades in the class. Right? Again, this is a prerequisite, so you want to get at least a C, especially if you're going to go to the higher level math classes, and in a lot of majors, you're going to need to take Calculus 1, so you basically have to get a C in this class for most of you. So I mentioned the course packet already, right? It's just going to be notes, space for notes, and some general information about the course, and then also the examples that we're going to be working in during the lecture videos, so that you can work them as you watch the lectures. Now, something that I'm going to do in terms of the videos for the lectures is that I'll try to keep them short, so around 10 to 15 minutes. So what will probably happen is that I'm going to upload 3 videos per lecture. So let's say I want to do 45 minutes of videos for one day. I'll probably upload 3 15-minute videos, just because it's easier to keep attention to what you're watching if it's not too long, right? So on that note, I'm going to pause this video here, and then I'm going to start with a new video where we keep going through the syllabus.